Morning, guys. So it is Saturday morning and I'm up early because I'm actually going to go into work for a full day of work just to make up for missed time. And I was just thinking about the whole blanket situation because I mentioned a couple vlogs ago about how Christian just destroys the blanket setup, and I try to tuck it in a little bit, but he hates that. And the truth is, I hate the blankets being tucked in too. Like, if I feel like my feet are being trapped, I freak out because I lay on my back, and so my feet usually are sticking up, and so I need it to be loose. But I just don't like the covers falling off all the time, and he scrunches them up. Like, he'll twist his legs around them, and then I have like no blanket. So it's just like I'm trying to find a way in which the blankets can be partially tucked in. And then now that I've been sleeping alone for these last couple nights, I realize that when I'm used to the covers being tucked in a little, because when I slept alone, I would always sleep on one side of the bed and the other side would be tucked in, and so my covers would never be falling off my bed. But now there's two of us, both sides are untucked, and that's why it's so frustrating for me. It's not really that I don't like them being not tucked in, it's just that I'm so used to the side I'm not on being tucked in, and so it's just like frustrating when I crawl into bed and there's no blankies for me to have. But I'm sad because Christian hasn't been here for a couple days now and is feeling a little bit lonely. I mean, I enjoy having space to myself, but I still miss him. I'm at that awkward stage where I've just eaten and I should probably brush my teeth now, but I had Cap'n Crunch and that cereal sticks to your teeth so much. It's all in my molars, and nothing is nastier than trying to brush your teeth when there's a bunch of food still in your teeth, like tons of it. Just imagine like a corn-based cereal like Cap'n Crunch mixed with toothpaste. It's the nastiest. Like, no one should ever have to taste that. It's so gross. So I'm gonna maybe pack my lunch and like pick at my molars with my tongue and try to get enough of it out before I brush my teeth. Alrighty, so I just got back from work and I'm probably just gonna be unpacking stuff all night. Jacob just texted me and he was like, hey, I'm gonna be at Taylor's later and we're all gonna play some board games. Do you wanna come? And at first I'm like, yes! And then I realized like, oh, I probably shouldn't. I just have so much left to get done this weekend. And since I was at work all day, I lost most of today. So I was like, it's really hard to say no, but I have to this time. I freaking love board games. So it's really hard for me to turn that down, but I'm gonna unpack. My goal is to finish unpacking everything tonight because I don't have to be in bed early, so it's okay if I edit the vlog a little later. So that's my goal. I don't know if I will accomplish it or not, but that's what I really, really want to do. And I was just looking over here because we need some kind of little mini shelf system for consoles and other things. I mean, right now I just have mine sitting down there, but I was looking at our shoe shelf that's in the closet and it would be perfect, but I might have to buy a second one because I kind of need it for the shoes. Like I said in yesterday's vlog, I want to use this for shoes and this for shoes just because shoes take up a lot of space and I have quite a few pairs. Christian has maybe like 4 pairs. He has like a pair of flip-flops, a pair of everyday shoes, and then he's got his indoor runners and his outdoor runners. And then I guess he also has his work shoes. So he's got like 5 pairs of shoes. And I've probably got like 25 pairs of shoes. But anyways, I think this would be super cool for by the TV. It would be cool if some of the shelves maybe had more space because something like the GameCube is really tall. And so you'd have to pull it out if you wanted to use it because you wouldn't be able to open the tray. But I'm going to pull it out into the living room and just kind of start putting things on it and see if it looks good. And if I really like it, I might end up trying to find a second one or something similar to that. And then I'll decide which one to use as the shoe shelf, which one to use in the living room. So these apartment buildings I've been living in, they don't have much for overhead lights. So usually the bedrooms and the living rooms don't have overhead lights, but there will be something over the dining area, sort of like this. And so that's right above my desk, which is really handy for when I need more lighting. But actually these lights, they're not normal bulbs. They're flat on the front and like they're circular and flat, and they have all these reflective edges, and they're actually really obnoxious to look at. And for some reason, my eyes are really sensitive to light. It's just something I've noticed in the last couple years. Like, I don't know if I've showed this before, but The lamp that we have in the bedroom right now is the one that was in the living room at my old apartment. It's just this one, and it's got 3 heads, and it's not even that bright, and it's got a lampshade and everything, but I would still take my Harry Potter scarf and wrap it all around each of the lampshades because I just hate any kind of bright light. It just really bothers my eyes for some reason. I like to live in semi-darkness. So like these really hurt my eyes even when I'm not looking directly at them. Like it's kind of just painful for me. So I don't know, I'm gonna try angling them a different way maybe and see if that helps. Otherwise I'm just not really gonna use those lights unless for some reason I need a lot of light for something, but I just hate bright lights. So I forgot that my GameCube has the Game Boy player on the bottom, and so it's actually too fit to fit in any of these, even the bottom, which kind of sucks. And I don't really want to take the Game Boy player off because that's all I use my GameCube for. I actually just purchased it within the last year just for the Game Boy player. I don't actually own any GameCube games because all the ones I've played in the past belong to my brother or my sister. So this is actually my GameCube now, but I don't have any GameCube games because I just want it for playing Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games basically on the TV, like for things like live streaming, etc. So I don't know, maybe this won't even stay over here. It's gonna depend on where my TV goes, but then it's kind of stupid because then why are these ones here? These are also mine. Christian really only uses his PS3 because I still haven't figured out where my TV is going to go. It's probably too big for my desk. I'm kind of hoping I can maybe just set it on the very edge of my desk sideways or something, and then when I want to use it I can turn it. I'm not sure. And I still have to fit my Cintiq up there too, so I'm really unsure what I'm going to do because at my old place I had the TV on my desk, but it was a smaller TV, so I don't know. I'm just gonna keep unpacking maybe and see how things go. But yeah, I think overall these slots are too small. It's just kind of annoying, like if you're trying to get a game in there, like it's just not very practical. So I actually might just move this and we'll try to look for something else to go there. So that old little TV I had, I ended up throwing it out, but I kept the remote. And so Christian has an Insignia TV. This is an Insignia remote, and I just used it to turn on his TV. My new TV is a Dynex, and I just used this remote to turn it on actually. Turn off now, come on. You know you wanna. Volume, yep, volume working. Oh, turned Christian's off. Let's get a little closer. Oh, nope. Oh, I kind of accidentally was hitting the buttons below. So yeah, it works. Turn on both our TVs using this remote, even though it is not made for either of these TVs. It's pretty funny. So I don't need to buy a remote for this TV. If anyone missed it, this is the one I found in the electronic recycling. It's a 32-inch HD TV and it works perfectly. The only problem is it did not have a remote, but my old remote works with it, which is really awesome, I guess. Ah! So weird. So a while back I made this big photo collage thing and I was supposed to put Mod Podge over it as sort of like a glaze. It was according to some instructions I found on Pinterest. And unfortunately now the black has really faded, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. Like I can attempt to paint through the cracks. That might be a bit messy. I don't know what I'll do, but I don't want to throw it out. So it's just like a bunch of different pictures of like people who are important to me and stuff, and just like pictures of me and Christine. And I thought it was just kind of cool because it shows the different hair colors I've had. So like here, this is when we were in Las Vegas when I was 20. That's my natural hair color. It's like a light brown, and like in the sun it gets quite blonde, especially if I've been camping. That's also my natural hair color, as is that. And then here, all the graduation pictures, I was wearing extensions as well as I had blonde highlights in my hair, so my hair looks super blonde. And then there's my dark hair, which I actually really liked. I think it suits my skin tone, because even though I'm really pale now because I don't do the things I used to, like I used to go camping for so long every summer and just spent a lot of time outside. Now I never do, so I'm quite pale, but I still have that dark undertone to my skin. I don't know if it comes across in my videos, but I just do. And so I think dark hair looks good on me, but what's weird about it is the roots, because dark roots looks okay, I think, but when the roots are lighter than your hair color, it's really weird. You can kind of see it here. You can see my natural hair color coming through, and it's like light roots just looks weird. It's almost like your hair is starting to gray at the roots. It just looks kind of gross, but I've always told myself that if someday I get sick of the teal color, I'm gonna go to dark brown. That's probably my only option too, unless I use a hair color remover, because this dye does like not come out of your hair once you've dyed it a few times. It's permanently stained into your hair. So like I'd probably have to go dark, and I've always liked that the best. My natural hair color can look nice in the summertime when it gets kind of bleached from the sun, but otherwise it usually looks like a grayish brown, like just really dull looking. It's like I like it, but it just is boring, and so I don't think I could ever really go back to that, especially after doing something so bright like this. I think if I ever go back to a natural color, it's going to be the dark brown. Maddie, what are you doing? Oh, I miss my puppies. They're so cute. They're so cute. That's also Maddie. She looks really dark in that picture. The black one is Ben, and the brown one is Maddie. Like, look at these. They look the same color as these. But in real life, they're totally different color. Like, look how... Well, her fur's not actually that light anymore. It used to be really light, but she's darkened over time. Little babies. This is my mom and my stepdad on their wedding day. I really, really like that picture. They both look good in that one. And this is my grandma, who sadly passed away from cancer, but there's us at the hospice with her. And there's just mostly grad pictures. That's me and my dad. Just some other ones, and that's my mom. That's a wig, by the way. Yeah, just some fun times. That was a football game. There's Brooklyn, my sister, me, and then my cousin Kimberly. And yeah, a lot of me and Chia. More from that football game. Good times, good times. So I need to finish this up one of these days. So I don't think I'm going to get stuff put away tonight. I kind of wanted to get at least a basic put away. Things wouldn't be perfect, but I'd have no more boxes or anything. But I fell asleep. And I'm really confused now because I just woke up. It's only 10:40. I could have sworn it was like 1 a.m. or something, because I was out for a while. I had to have been at least sleeping for 2 hours. And there's a text message on my phone from Jacob from at least an hour ago. Like, it's actually, it is from 8:47. So yeah, that was just about 2 hours ago. And so I was asleep sometime before then. So oh my God, I'm like surprised now too that I fell asleep that early. But I'm like so stinking tired now because I've been up late the last few nights, and then so my body just probably wanted to sleep or something, and now just forcing myself to be up at 11 after you've already kind of, it's as if my body had gone to sleep for the night, and then it's like, no, getting up, and I'm like, because I had to get up to at least take out my contacts because I slept with them in. So I don't know how long that was, but it was at least 2 hours. So I think I'm gonna get a little snack and go to bed if I can get a little snack, because I feel quite hungry. I didn't really have supper. I had just a little bit of cereal when I got home. And I was actually dreaming about food too, because I was having vivid dreams that entire time, and it was just like keeping me asleep. But anyways, I was also dreaming about food, so I'm kind of hungry. And if I feel awake after that, I'll maybe edit the vlog. But right now the plan is to just edit it tomorrow, because I don't know. I just really, really want to go back to sleep now. So I'll have to continue this tomorrow, but I also want to work on the bell video tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Oh, I haven't even recovered the bell drawing. It's somewhere packed away. I'll find it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So I'm going to try this lumpia tonight. I wish I had some corn to go with it. I feel like corn would be a really nice side dish. I actually don't have any vegetables to have as a side dish with this, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to have it with this chicken and rib sauce, because we don't really have any other kinds of sauces. And